Madam, if you have any questions, you can start. The meeting is on. I think you're on mute, so I can't hear you.
Oh, a technical issue.
Can you hear me, madam? Okay, so let me give you a quick explanation of what the company is all about. It is an investment holding company. We have investments in real estate, we have investments in fixed income, and we have investments in equities. Equities is largely GCC equities, while fixed income is in Western countries. So because of the interest rate, expected interest rate cuts, so we have taken a position to take advantage of our uh, investments in bonds. And we have also a large portfolio of equity holding here in Oman. Being an Omani company, we also have a big land bank or a real estate this thing in Sur. And our balance sheet is a clean balance sheet. We don't have any loans, and our income comes from rentals and dividends and interest income. So that is a brief of the company. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask me. It is a 24-year-old company, 25-year-old company. And with me is my CFO, Mr. Srinivasan. And if you have any specific questions on any of the financial statements, feel free to ask. By the way, which company do you work for? Revenue growth, so we have grown very steadily. If you notice our balance sheet, we have grown very steadily over the last couple of years. And our revenue growth is actually broken into two sections. One is a revenue from our real estate, which is a fixed uh, lease rental over a period of time, and that flows into our balance sheet. So in terms of revenue growth, it is a function of our marketplace where we have invested in bonds and equity investments. So from bond return point of view, we do around close to 6%. in terms of revenue, in terms of interest. Growth, well, the growth is dependent on the interest rate cuts and the bond market. So it would not be correct on my part to talk about growth because it's not a manufacturing company where we manufacture something and then we sell it and there is a growth. The other side is also investments, equity investments. So when I talk about investments, there are two factors. One is we collect dividends. And dividends are dependent on how each company is performing, and of course the stock price. So whenever we talk about in an investment holding company, growth is a function of how much growth is there in the markets. So that's what. So one, it would not be correct on my part to speculate on growth, but we are very positive in all areas of our business, and we expect good growth rates in all our investment. I hope that clarifies your point. Yes, for the last 2 years, we have been distributing 5% dividend. We are an equity of 9 million, so we pay out 5%, which is 450,000 reals as dividends to all our shareholders. And that also shows our consistency in our financial statements because we are able to pay dividends year on year. Yes, it is a public limited company. It is listed in the stock market, and we have shareholders, small individual shareholders, as well as large corporates and pension funds. Thank you. Any other questions? You're welcome. If you have any other questions, you can always give me a call in case your mic is not working, and we can clarify your questions if you have any more questions. Okay, thank you. Which company do you work for or interning for? United Security. Thank you. Please convey my regards to your team. Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is no other participant, so we will wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll
Okay.
close the meeting. Since there's no other participant, please stop the recording and close the meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.